Welcome back to Redbird Arena, everyone. I'm Darrell Burnett alongside Lisa Prodi. U High is repeated in Class A, but that's not going to be the case in AA tonight. The #1 team of the nation, Downers Grove South, knocked off, upset by Barrington today. Now the Phillies, Lisa, have to take on 11-time state champion Mother McAuley.
Absolutely, and although the Mighty Macs are coming into this game with 4 strong players, they are a very well-balanced team, but there is one player in particular that stands out, and that's Megan Griffin. She is a 6'1" middle blocker who is a dominant force in the front row. She comes into tonight's game with over 300 kills, and that's including tournament play, as well as she leads the teams in blocks. But the one thing that you will notice about her tonight, she has a finesse about her when she executes the quick sets, so she is going to be one of the tougher players for Barrington to stop.
And emotion is what fuels this Barrington Ball Club, and Annie Spicer certainly lives up to her name. She is the spice.
She definitely is the spice of the team, as well as she is a glue that holds the team together. She comes in this game at 5'10". She is the outside hitter, and she had a game high of 22 points against New Trier in the quarterfinal game, and she never let up against the #1 team in the country, which was Downers Grove South in the semifinals. But the one thing that really impresses me about her is the fact that she has the ability to read the opposition's defense, and she's able to place the ball depending on where they're set up. She's also another one of the players, as is Megan, who comes into tonight's game with over 300 kills because of tournament play. She is phenomenal. She is definitely a player that if she has the same level of intensity and the same energy that she brought with her against Downers Grove South, this is going to be one great state championship matchup.
Can the Phillies do it again? Stay tuned. The opening serve is next.
For the visiting team.
Welcome back to Redbird Arena, everyone. I'm Darrell Burnett alongside Lisa Prodi. And Lisa, on paper, this would appear to be David and Goliath, but after watching the semifinals this afternoon with Downers Grove South, Barrington is very much feeling like they can take it all.
It was incredible just watching that game, because you saw the intensity that Downers Grove South had in the very beginning, and then you saw them actually lose it, and Barrington, known to be a fun team to begin with, as we had talked to them about, they just really dominated on the court.
And Mother McAuley has been tested. You see in the Super Sectional, New Lenox takes them to 3 games before bowing out 17-15 in the finale. In the quarterfinal, it was East Moline and then Lincoln in the semifinal. Barrington, I'll tell you, this team just comes out to have fun. They dance during the timeouts. Lincolnshire went down in the Super Sectional. New Trier in the quarterfinal, and then the semis, we talked about it. In 3 games, 15-11, 6-15, 15-12. They come back to take the final 2, Lisa.
Absolutely, and the one thing that Coach Traub had mentioned about Barrington is that she was talking to her players right after that second game that they had won, and they thought, you know what, how many times has Downers Grove South actually gone 3 games? And that's one thing that they pointed out. They're like, you know what, we're going to be able to do this because we have the experience of going 3 games. Downers Grove South is so used to just taking it all in 2.
There you see the officials for tonight's match. Peg Campana, the referee, and Cindy Eggemeyer, the umpire. Steve Alexander, a line judge. Carla Goskuski is the other line judge.
There's a lot of excitement that we're going to see here tonight at the arena. And, of course, we know about the fans of Barrington here. They're very excited, very pumped up, and I know we're going to hear a lot from them tonight.
Very vocal and very much behind us right now.
Absolutely.
Barrington dressed in the red, white, and black. There's Karen Traub, the head coach of the Barrington Phillies.
In only her 3rd year of coaching has taken her team now to the state championship game.
And right now, Barrington off to its best season in a long time. Karen has coached, of course, the sports performance teams. And on the flip side, for Mother McAuley, Nancy Peterson in her 18th year, nearly 650 victories, wins 9 out of every 10 matches she plays.
She has an impressive career record, and who knows, maybe after tonight's game she's going to add another state championship to her record.
The Mighty Macs also in red, white, and black. And there you see some of the fans from Barrington. They are vocal and they are out in force. They're not going to paint the town. They painted themselves
They painted
first.
themselves. That's the way you have to do it now.
Serving now for Mother McAuley, the Mighty Macs, number 10, Ellen McNulty. And we are underway with the AA championship for 2000. A rally right off the bat. The block at the net. You talked about her in the opening, Megan Griffin.
Absolutely, Megan Griffin right off the bat. But you know what? It's just one of those things where you're just trying to get used to the feel of the court once again, and you're just trying to be able to get that point across.
Good point, Lisa. You were an All-American at Aurora University. This is a high ceiling. This is an adjustment for the setters.
It really is. Believe it or not, it really makes a big difference to be able to see how high something is. You're not really getting the good judgment, and the fact the lights have a lot to do with it also.
The Mighty Macs are up 2-0 now. McNulty on a roll. The set. The spike attempt goes long. Katie Freeze over the baseline.
Katie Freeze is a 5'10 junior for Barrington, and had a good game today, this afternoon.
I think one of the concerns coming in, Lisa, they were so high after defeating Downers Grove South today. A lot of people wondered whether they could pull it together and have enough emotion, adrenaline left tonight.
But they pretty much guaranteed us right after that press conference that they had all the energy they needed to come into tonight's game.
Absolutely. With a score of 3-0, now the Phillies get their opportunity. Katie Freeze with the serve. They'll set it up for Griffin. Nope. The tip.
We're seeing a lot of nice movement by Mother McAuley on the court.
Spike attempt, good. Megan Knightley comes up. Megan Knightley is the most consistent player the Mighty Macs have. Side out.
That was a tough one for Maddie Barron to grab, but you know what? The effort was there, the excitement is there, the intensity is there for Mother McAuley. It's looking a little bit like Barrington. Barrington is a little bit still on their heels. They're not as quick, it seems, to the net as Mother McAuley is right now.
There's our referee, Peg Campana. The score is 3-0 if you just joined us. This is the AA championship. Barrington and Mother McAuley. Mother McAuley, the all-time state champion with 11 titles. No one else in the state has more than 4. Barrington going for its first title in their 4th trip downstate. Mady Barron can't reach it. Goes out of bounds.
It was the last time that Barrington was downstate was in 1978, so they really have a lot to prove tonight, and they've done a great job just making it here tonight.
They do, with a side out, still 3-0. The Phillies looking for their first point, and they get it.
Megan Griffin, I think, was a little off balance there in order to be able to get up and actually slam that down, so that's something that they're going to have to time out.
Knightley. We talked about her, Annie Spicer. She isn't that tall, Lisa, but she really gets off the court, and she really has everything of her being poured into the game. She just plays every minute full out.
Absolutely, and you're talking about timing when you're talking about spiking, and that's something that is really crucial, and she really has that. So like you had mentioned, she may not have the height, but the ability of her vertical jump as well as the timing on the ball, she gets the job done.
And here they come again, the Phillies going for the first lead. It's tied. Megan Griffin pounds it down, side out, Mother McAuley. We now move to further action in game 1.
It seems to be the key for the whole team. When you ask them anything about the offense and defense, they don't want to hear anything of it. They just wanted to say, you know what, we want to go out there, we want to have a great time. It's the only time you ever get to come downstage.
That's right. Sarah Niedesball puts her team up 7-4. We have a timeout on the court. Barrington. Karen Traub isn't going to let this one get away. This is her 3rd season here. As we take a quick look at the statistics so far in this game. Here's Mother McAuley. The Mighty Mac title years, 1977. Ann Malone had 3 title years, and Nancy Peterson has been cleaning up ever since. But I think one of the key factors here, Lisa, is she hasn't done it in 4 years. So the team she has on the court tonight has never experienced the state title run like many of her previous teams, so that they could rely on that experience. So to make up for it last year after losing in the Super Sectionals, she loaded them up on buses, brought them down here to Normal so that they could experience what was going on with the state tournament and the entire atmosphere, and it certainly paid off because here they are in the championship 1 year later. It
definitely paid off, and you know, that is such a great idea. I think probably more coaches should do that. They may get here that next year.
Oh, beautiful finesse move. Victoria Zimmerman. Daria Sack. Here's the replay. Oh, beautiful.
That was a great one.
Barrington trailing by 3. The Mighty Macs trying to get served back. Barrington on the left of your screen. Ingrid Roth gets a hand on it. Spicer. Barron with a save. And the punch down by number 7, Katie Kozak. Side out, Mother McAuley.
And Katie Kozak, before they even came into this tournament, had 74 kills for the season, as well as 21 aces, and we'll see what she can do tonight.
Absolutely. There's Megan Griffin. She puts it away. I think one of the key factors, too, Lisa, is Barrington really wants to get to a 3rd game tonight. They feel if they can get their opponent in that stage, they have much more experience. On the other hand, Mother McAuley has much more experience with 3-game matches this year than many of their opponents of the past.
That is true, and believe it or not, that really is a big deal. And that was something that Barrington had focused on today against Downers Grove South, because one of the assistant coaches had gone up to Karen Traub and had said, you know, look, let's take a look at what Downers Grove South has done and what Barrington has done. And they looked at that and they said, there's no way Downers Grove South, they've beat everybody in 2. We're going to be able to take this in 3.
How's this for pressure? Courtney Nagel, just a freshman, in to serve for Barrington. Barron has it blocked. Good rally. Spicer. The tip doesn't go. Barron. Whistle.
And the ref did call a double hit on Katie Boyce from Mother McAuley.
So the Phillies pick up a point. It's now 8-5 in game 1. Best of 3 for the AA championship in the year 2000. Nagel's serve goes way long.
And that is one thing you do not want to happen, especially in a state championship game, is to have your serve go out or hit the net, because those should be gimmies, and you need that in order to score.
And we'll try and keep everything straight for you, because both teams wearing red, white, and black.
It is
Barrington
kind of
on the left of your screen, the Mighty Macs right here. Nicole Hodgman serve. Spicer. Whistle.
They did call that 4 hits for Barrington.
The result, the Mighty Macs have their 9th point. They lead it by 4. And slowly but surely, the Mighty Macs starting to pull away. Nicole Hodgman. The set for Spicer. Blocked. Katie Freeze picks up the point, or rather the side out for Barrington.
And it also takes a lot of experience to be able to spike from the back row and be able to clear the net.
Victoria Zimmerman now. Zimmerman digs. Spicer. Mady Barron hits it long.
She had the right idea. She had the placement over on the left side of Barrington on their court, but wasn't able to actually get it on the line.
Well, if anyone's going to bring the Phillies back, it's probably Zimmerman. Karen Traub calls her the mother of the team, the leader out on the court. And sure enough, she picks up the point. And the gap closes to 2, 9-7, game 1.
Victoria Zimmerman also coming into this game with a very impressive record, because she's coming in with close to 1,000 assists, which is incredible in a season.
The all-time record, 2,705. She had 1,000 in a season. Mighty Max on the side out. Zimmerman just talking about her. Here's the spike. Barron for the kill. Saved. The set. And here's Spicer from the right side this time. She's all over the court.
And Spicer was able to get right through Hayes and Barron for that spike.
Here's a good shot of her right there. Annie Spicer with a jump serve. She is deadly, but this time it goes wide. There's your line judge, Steve Alexander.
Which give those line judges a lot of credit. That's a tough position they've got right there.
Katie Barron now with the serve. The Max up by 2. Nice dive. Nicole Hodgman gets it a second time. This time the Mighty Max can't rescue it. Side out, Barrington.
Barrington actually faked out Mother McAuley with that because it looked like she was going to go up for the spike, and just on the counterpart decided to go ahead and tip it.
And again, Karen Traub goes to the bench. Kelly Jennings and Ingrid Roth come into the game. Here's Jennings on the serve. Hodgman keeps it in play. Knightley. Kill attempt. Dive. Good save by Katie Kozak. The tip.
And once again, that placement on the tip is crucial when Mother McAuley is trying to read that. It's very, very difficult coming from the back row, being able to sprint out there and dive for it.
Jennings trying to tie up the game, and she does. Give her an ace.
Line judge said it was right on the line.
It is now 9-all, and this is the Barrington team we've seen all along, Lisa. Just when you think they're going to fade away, they come storming back, and they've tied up game 1.
And their energy level obviously is rising because you might as well say they're back at square one again, 0-0, coming into the first game.
There's Karen Traub, just in her 3rd year here at Barrington, but she cut her teeth under some great programs at Huntley, and she definitely deserves to be here. She has this team really primed to play.
Absolutely. She had mentioned that a majority of the players that you're seeing just at the state tournament, she has actually coached, which is something that you don't normally see.
And if you want to get caught up to date with all the scores and highlights from around the state, make sure to log on to www.ihsa.org and everything you could ever want to know about athletics in the state of Illinois, including Mr. Attitude right there, is on that website. Jennings going for 3 in a row. Knightley, good save. Unforced error. Darius Sack hits it right into the net. Side out, Mighty Max.
Looks like we've got a substitution coming up.
Nancy Peterson goes to the bench. Megan Griffin comes back in the ball game. Eileen McNulty now will serve. Eileen, just a 5'6", 17-year-old, but she can play. Here's the set for Knightley. Still alive at the net. Spicer. Barrington side out.
That was Darius Sack. Just hit it straight into the 2 blockers, going off their hands, right out.
There are a couple of Phillies fans rooting on the Phillies here tonight. Katie Freeze trying to break the deadlock. Zimmerman. Knightley.
That was a tough one. That was a tough one for Ingrid Roth to get to. Timing is everything when it comes to those quick sets.
We now move to further action in game 1. Once again, Ellen Hayes going for game point. The Mighty Max. again, the Phillies come back from the dead. They just won't quit. This time, Katie Freeze will try her hand. Trying to tie once again, 14-13. Zimmerman with a set. Sack. Knightley pushes it in, and I'll tell you what.
We're tied.
We're assured of going overtime in game 1 of the AA championship. All knotted up at 14.
The one thing that Karen Traub did say earlier is, I mentioned to her that she primarily plays a 5-1 offense, but she said it's not something that she would stay at if it's necessary, but the fact is she's got such a great center in Zimmerman that you have to just feed her the ball.
Absolutely. Side out, Mother McAuley. Serenitas Fall with a serve. Zimmerman with the tip, blocked by Griffin. Freeze can't handle it. And the Mighty Macs go up 15-14 with a chance to close it out here in overtime. Serenitas Fall again. Here's the replay. Freeze just can't handle it. Too tough for her. Back to the live action now. Knightley. Sack. Heavily contested point here. Kill attempt wide by Ingrid Roth.
And there was no touch on that from Mother McAuley, so we have the first game won.
16-14. For anyone who thought Mother McAuley was going to roll, though, I think we're seeing exactly what this Barrington team is made of. Today, of course, in the semifinals, everyone thought it was going to be an easy route for Downers Grove South. Not the case. Stay with us. We'll be back with game 2 right after this. You see it, Redbird Arena, right in the middle of that big dot on the state of Illinois. Here's the all-time attendance record broken here in the year 2000, and the number 2000's right there, 20,003. Breaking the old mark set last year, so I think we see a trend here, Lisa. Attendance and interest in volleyball in this state for the girls is definitely climbing year after year.
It definitely is, and what's even more impressive about that is that there are football games going on tonight when you talk about the high school games, and a majority of the time everybody goes to a football game, but we're seeing here tonight that they're understanding that volleyball is just as important.
And here's one of those fans enjoying the music right now. Nancy Peterson, just 15 points away from her 8th state title. Mother McAuley going for its record-breaking 12th. No other team in the state has more than 4. Barrington making his first trip downstate since 1978. And the Phillies are still in it. They came back and won the last 2 against Downers Grove South, the #1 team in the nation. So stay put, strap yourselves in. This could be a long 3-game match tonight. We now move to further action in game 2. 6-4 now. The Phillies break on top.
Spicer is definitely one player on that team that can get Barrington rejuvenated and ready to go.
Kill attempt blocked at the net. Freeze and Esbrook both go up and block it. Nice block attempt by both the underclassmen there. Here's the kill attempt by Knightley, blocked by Spicer. In play, it drops. Credit Daria Sack. She stayed with it. She got it down. Mother McAuley calls a timeout on the court with a score. The Phillies going up 8-4. There you see.
We're seeing them dance
the
again.
Phillies dance along the sidelines. This doesn't look like a team that's very tight, does it? Do you know the answer to this, Lisa? The first girls volleyball tournament was in 1975. Where was it played?
And who was it won by? That's a good question. I think you've stumped me.
We know it wasn't played here at Normal.
No, it was not.
So that leaves the select few college campuses throughout the state. Any
Champaign?
guesses?
Was it at U of I?
Since I know the answer to that, no, but keep thinking.
No, but keep thinking.
So the fans are just alive here. Here's your broadcast team. I'm Darrell Burnett with Lisa next to me here, and this guy didn't come with you, did he? Here's the question. The first girls volleyball tournament in 1975 is played where and by whom? Here's the answer. Eastern Illinois at Last Gym, and Nutria East won it.
I should have known that.
A great three-game match. Back to the live action now. The tip. The Phillies trying to lengthen their lead. They lead at 8-4. I'll tell you, they come alive.
They sure do, and a lot of it too right now is to Spicer because she's getting her jump serves over, and the excitement is just staying on the court. You can just hear it from the fans behind us.
Elizabeth Kajawa comes into the game for Mother McAuley, sitting down Mady Barron. This is a strategic move by Nancy Peterson right here with her team down by 5. Spicer with a jump serve. They've got to figure it out, or this is going to go 3 games tonight.
Oh, they're not being able to regroup right now. I think they're just flustered at the fact that they're down by 6.
Unforced error. The biggest lead of the game for the Phillies, 10-4. Spicer this time hits into the net. And a big break for the Mighty Macs. Megan Griffin up off the bench. She's coming back. And
Coach Peterson putting her 2 key players in is McNulty and Griffin. McNulty, we know, is going to be able to get the serve over.
Well, she comes from a long line of talented players since her sister was on this team, and she's the leader on this team herself. Among kills, Barrington leads right now, 27-24. Spicer has 9 of those. Freeze keeps it alive. They're going to be trying to set up Griffin. She punches it. Whistle on the play.
And it looks like they called Barrington on a double hit.
McNulty trying to rally her team. There you see the score. McAuley won the first one 16-14, but they trail right now 10-5 in game 2. McNulty with the ace. Ingrid Roth can't handle it.
And that was actually just a little bit of slow motion when it comes to Roth.
Roth is 6'3", and there's the Mother McAuley bench. They have to be pleased with the last 2 points. Hit wide. Mother McAuley picks up the point again. 10-7. Karen Traub, she can't like this. Just when Barrington was about to put this one out of sight, here come the Mighty Macs charging back, and McNulty serves into the net. Side out.
And a serving error that they really did not need right now if you're talking about a comeback. Because as soon as Barrington gets this ball, and Spicer's up in the front row.
Kelly Jennings will try her luck. Great serve. Picked out. Nita Spall tucks it inside the back line. Side out again.
Nice placement, and as you said earlier, that one was once again hit with her left hand, and that's very difficult for a blocker to be able to read.
Great dig. McNulty is really patrolling that back line right now for the Mighty Macs. But this time, Kajawa can't save it. It goes off her hands. And it's side out with Barrington trying to pull ahead, lengthen his lead, up 10-7. Megan Knightley. Here's the set. Shot wide. Daria Sack tried to go right. And it's side out Mighty Macs.
And it looks like they brought Mady Barron in again from Mother McAuley in the front row.
Megan Knightley with the serve. Still alive with the Mighty Macs score. 10-8 now.
And Daryl, I don't know if you could hear that or not, but the team on the bench for Mother McAuley was actually telling them exactly where Barrington was going to place the ball, which really helps you out to be able to hear that and know that a tip is coming.
Absolutely. There's the tip. Roth comes back. And it's side out Barrington. Darius Sack. Up until that time, McAuley was on a 5-0 run. We'll see if the Mighty Macs can get it back, or if Barrington can lengthen its lead. Great rally in progress. Mady Barron.
Off of Roth, as well as Zimmerman up in front for the block.
Mady Barron, a very powerful player. That's a common mistake, too. Half the people call her Maddie. It's spelled M-A-D-D-I-E.
Right.
But it's actually pronounced Mady. So, Coach was saying today, we forgive everyone for calling her Maddie.
But we're going to get it right.
Nicole Hodgman here, the 5-1 spark plug. Spicer. Another kill for Spicer. Karen Traub goes to the bench. There's a good shot of the Mother McAuley team. Into the game coming number 5 for Barrington, Courtney Nagel. She too just a freshman. She hasn't played with the varsity all season long, but here she is in the biggest game of the year.
Oh, they did say that Barrington did touch that on the spike. So Mother McAuley will get the ball.
Mighty Macs bench comes to life. Freeze punches it long. It's now a 1-point game.
I think you have to look at both of these teams and know for a fact whether they're down or not, they're going to be coming back. There hasn't been a break yet when we haven't seen that.
Well, you just saw it a minute ago. There's the Barrington bench, and there's Mother McAuley's bench. We've seen a shot of the assistant coaches a couple of times. Natalie Holder, Jennifer DeGerald, Aaron Sullivan, a key component of this team. Game 2 of the championships here in Normal, Illinois. This is a copyrighted broadcast presented for the entertainment and non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction or other use of this program without the express written consent of the Illinois High School Association is strictly prohibited. McAuley has come back from being down 7. It's now side out with a score 10-9.
And Spicer definitely showing that Barrington is not dead yet. They are still in the lead.
Well, as Karen Traub told us today, no one's told this team they can't win it.
That's right, and they get a point on that, so now we're looking at an 11-9 ball game. You see the replay here again. And she just gets up, and her power that she has in her arm and her body is just impressive when you talk about her kills.
Here's Spicer putting it away. It's now 12-9. You have to wonder how many comebacks Barrington has in it. They just won't quit.
That's true. And the thing that Mother McAuley needs to figure out is that Spicer is going the same direction every time. They need to get their blockers up and at that angle.
Well, right when Mother McAuley makes a 5-0 run, here comes Barrington back with a run of its own. Timeout on the court. The Phillies fans are loving it, and it's 12-9 here in Game 2. We now move to further action in Game 2. Sarah Nita's ball now for Mother McAuley. They need 4 to win their 12th state championship. Megan Griffin looking for the set. Off Spicer's hands. Whistle. Give the point to the Mighty Macs.
I want to say they said number 13 touched the net.
Great finesse at the net. Griffin drives it home, ties this game up in game 2, 13-all.
And that quick set every time is a killer when you give it to her.
Timeout on the court. Here's Griffin coming to life with her 4th kill in this game, and how timely it was.
And you could just read it in her face. She saw the setup and she was just like, let's just go with it.
There you can see the 6'1" junior, literally head and shoulders above her teammates at 6'1". Well, the magic is certainly there for the Mighty Macs. In 1982, they set the all-time record with 48 wins. But look at this long string of success at Mother McAuley.
Only one time out of the 6 years that we're seeing up there did they get second place. Otherwise, they've taken state every year.
But they haven't been back since 1997, and they're trying to close it out here. 13-all. Mighty Macs with a serve. Saved by Hayes. Great rally going on. Neither team wanting to make a mistake. Hit long. Megan Knightley. She said enough of this.
And I know Griffin was hoping that Barrington, in some way with their blockers, touch that ball so that they'd be able to get it back, but no call from the referee whatsoever.
Side out. It's anyone's game right now. Katie Freeze will serve it. All knotted up at 13. The first game went overtime. Don't be surprised if this one does too. Barrington at one time was up 10-3. And since that time, it's all slipped away. But here's a chance to redeem themselves in game 2. Knightley again. Saved nicely by Darius Sack. Megan Griffin. And it goes wide. Golden opportunity. It goes just a little bit wide for Megan Griffin.
And she had the right idea. She wanted to put it right down the line.
For the game, Katie Freeze. Megan Griffin says, I don't think so.
Let's try again.
Lisa, you were a great front row player. How would you assess Megan's skills at this point in time in her career?
Oh, she is impressive. I mean, when you talk about just the level that when she goes to college, that it's going to take her just with the professional coaches that they have out there, as just well as talking with Peterson here, she is going to be an incredible standout, possibly having the opportunity to one day play for the Olympic team.
Side out Barrington. Darius Sack once again trying to close it out. Barron. Annie Spicer. Spicer sets again. Another long point. And once again, Griffin punches it, and it goes wide right. And that's the game. Barrington has pulled it out after leading 10-3. The Mighty Macs come back to tie it. But Barrington pulls it out, and we're going to have a game 3 in the AA Championship. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the rubber match of the AA Championship coming up right after this. Welcome back to Redbird Arena, everyone. Daryl Burnett, Lisa Prati. I'll tell you, Lisa, this is everything it was advertised to be. #1 team in the state, no problem. Team with 11 championships, no problem. We'll take on anyone. Barrington's back for game 3.
Barrington did the same thing, if you recall, hours earlier against Downers Grove South. They lost that first game, came back with a rally in game 2, and like I had said earlier, they definitely said that they are one of the teams that enjoys going to the third game, and that's what they're doing here tonight.
And to tell you how difficult this is, we told you before, the Phillies making their first trip since 1978. The worst record Nancy Peterson has ever had was 35-8 in 1997. So the Mighty Macs aren't used to being in this kind of a position.
No, I guess not, but I mean, that is just incredible to have that type of a record to begin with, but to be put into this position knowing this is it. This is your last game. A lot of the players on the team, some of them will be graduating, but you do know for a fact, too, you've got a majority of them coming back next year. So you've got quality players with the experience of being downstate, but also they have the opportunity right now to become the 2000 state champions.
Lisa, you're looking right now at both huddles. How much coaching is going to take place in game 3 that did not in the first 2 games, or is it all driven by emotion, adrenaline at this point in time?
I think at this point in time, and I don't know if you were looking at the Barrington group, but Karen Trump wasn't even in the huddle at all. Spicer was up there, and she was the one kind of saying, this is what's going on. We have the opportunity right here. We need to take it.
And coming up on Thanksgiving weekend, make sure and catch all the action on WYCC in Chicago, WAOE in Peoria, WSIU in Carbondale, and WUSI in Olney. All the football action. Classes 1 through 6A. And we have a barn burner. Hopefully the football is going to be half as good as the volleyball here is, and it's going to be a great 2000 for Illinois sports.
It's going to be tough, but as we just mentioned earlier, just moments ago, the fact that I believe this game is all going to be on emotions. They've got nothing to lose right now.
Except the state championship.
Except the state championship.
Mother McAuley, definitely a veteran team. Barrington, the upstart team, is just a team that's going to stick with it.
And both of these teams have to look at this as the point where you have to say, it's all out. Give it your best shot. As much power and force you can do. And we just saw that from Mother McAuley.
Right away, Megan Griffin puts it down with authority. It's going to be side out. We're scoreless in game 3. The Mighty Macs took game 1 16-14. Barrington came back in game 2 to win it 15-13. Freeze. And that time she's frozen out. Sarah Needisball now, who had some great services in the first 2 games. Tries to put a second on the board for the Mighty Macs. Megan Knightley setting up Freeze here. It's over, side out, Barrington.
And Katie Freeze is also one of the players on the Barrington team that has over 150 to 160 kills this season.
Megan Griffin with a fake. Megan Knightley with the kill attempt. Put right back over by Barrington. And the Phillies tie it up at 1.
Ingrid Roth definitely showing that she means business at the net.
Here's the set for Griffin, blocked by number 11. Ingrid Roth.
But it does fall back on Barrington's side, which causes the side out.
So Megan Knightley will serve. You see the score 1-1, game 3. Winner takes all. The 2000 state championship. Annie Spicer. Great rally going right here. Roth kept alive. Griffin punches it over. Barron Zimmerman tries to block. Goes over her hands. And we have a point for the Mighty Macs. It just skimmed the top of the fingers of Victoria Zimmerman. Megan Knightley on the serve. The Mighty Macs lead it by 1. side out, and Sack will be the server.
Darius Sack is one of the players on Barrington's team that Karen Traub had said is an excellent defensive player for the Phillies.
Zimmerman keeps it alive. Fans calling for a call, but it doesn't come. Spicer had a whistle.
I think a lot of people were surprised with the fact that it looked like she hit it 3 times herself, and why was there no call on that?
Karen Traub liked it. Understandably so, the Phillies can go up 3-2. Darius Sack again with the serve. Here's the set for Griffin. Roth. Barron with the kill. Mady Barron with an excellent shot.
She had nice direction on that. Definitely took a look at where Barrington's defense is.
Both teams in the red, white, and black. This is Mother McAuley going right to left on your screen. Barrington in the red, white, and black going left to right. Here's Barrington now. Annie Spicer. That is going to be side out Barrington. There's Annie Spicer.
She means business. Mother McAuley was called actually for the carry on that one, giving Barrington the side out.
Courtney Nagel now, the freshman, has seen a lot of action so far in these 3 games. Westbrook puts it down with authority. And once again, it's 3-2. This was about the time in game 2, Lisa, that Barrington made its run. We'll see if they can do it again in game 3.
And a service error definitely hurts when you're talking about the state championship game, regardless of any game.
Westbrook has it come right back at her. And the Mighty Macs tie it up.
Tough play to defend.
It is. Katie Kozak will try and break the tie now. Freeze with a dig. Zimmerman can't handle it, and it's a point for the Mighty Macs. Zimmerman sets it for Spicer, who thought about the kill. Pulled up. Barron. Spicer can't reach this one.
Definitely a nice effort, but still too close up on the court in order for her to get to.
And now the Mighty Macs on a run, leading 5-3. Off Nagel's hands, make it 6-3.
And it looked like if she just would have backed off from that, it would have gone out.
Kozak with the ace. What a time to rally. Kozak comes through, and immediately Karen Traub is up off the bench calling a timeout. And the Mighty Macs have opened up a 7-3 lead here in game 3. McAuley is on a 6-0 run. There you see the score. 6 unanswered points. 6 unanswered points. I repeat it. That has put Mother McAuley ahead 7-3 here. And they still have the serve. Spicer trying to do something about that. Barron, Mady Barron picks it up, make it a 7-0 run. And now the Mighty Macs can smell a state championship.
And I think we saw earlier with those last, not this last point, but the 2 before that Courtney Nagel just really having a hard time, and her being a freshman coming out here playing on the varsity at this level is really difficult.
Spicer says enough of this, puts it away, and it's going to be side out now. So the 7-0 run comes to an end. We'll see what the Phillies can do. It's almost the antithesis of what happened in game 2, where Barrington jumped out 10-3. Only have the Mighty Macs come back and tie it. blocked out. And a point for the Phillies.
And they're just at a situation right now where Barrington just needs to regroup, understand their philosophy of having fun, and making sure that they can bring that energy back on their side of the court.
Nita Spall. Free. Hits into the net. Side out, Mother McAuley. There you see Annie Spicer on the left, and there's the Mother McAuley bench. Mady Barron with the serve, and it goes off Darius' hands. And it's now 9-4. This could get out of hand. The Phillies need a rally. The Mighty Macs trying to put them away. Esbrook. Zimmerman. The Mighty Macs, Megan Knightley. 10-4.
And I think right now, Barrington is getting tired, and they're looking to one another to pick up the ball when it should be them at those positions, just diving after them with all they've got.
Here's Mady Barron on the serve again. Her team leading by 6, 10-4. Annie Spicer. Was it in? It was.
They did call it in.
What a clutch kill. Here's Annie Spicer. She was the one who mounted the rally in game 2. Karen Traub pensively looking on as Spicer serves. That is one wicked serve. There's Megan Knightley, gets some net. Esbrook gets it over.
And they did call a carry on Katie Kozak.
And the Phillies have cut it to 10-5. Here's Annie Spicer, a good look at that jump serve.
She's got nice power on that serve.
Another point. And here we go again, Lisa.
The ball actually rolled on number 8, Ellen Hayes' arms, considering that to be a double hit, which gives a point to Barrington. And we had said earlier, if anyone was going to do it, Spicer was the one who's going to rally Barrington.
Her team needs it right here. At another point.
And right now, the referee is calling illegal formation on Mother McAuley.
That's umpire Cindy Egemeyer you saw. Nancy Peterson's up off the bench. She wants an explanation. Right now, Nancy's directing her team, developing another formation as Annie Spicer patiently waits on the other end, looking to close the gap to 2. Unbelievable on the line. What a clutch player.
Barrington is definitely a comeback team. They have proven this time and time again.
10-8. Freeze. Here's Megan Knightley. Hit long. Side out now, the Mighty Macs. And Mother McAuley desperately needs for Megan Griffin to step up now. Megan Knightley's been carrying the load much of the way here in game 3.
Absolutely. I think we're going to see Griffin now being fed the ball quite a bit.
With the game of the balance, number 10, Eileen McNulty, is the one you want with the ball if you're the Mighty Macs. She has the serve. Annie Spicer. Sack just a little long. And a point for Mother McAuley.
And that was definitely a nice read by Elizabeth Kujawa to let that ball go out, because sometimes you get the reaction that you just want to stick your arm out and grab the ball, but it's a nice read on that.
Another kill Another side out, and Karen Traub goes to her bench. Into the game, number 10, Kelly Jennings, and she'll be serving.
I know Darius Sack was very happy with that one kill because she's been having a hard time trying to get the ball over the net.
Tough play. Nita's ball hits it wide. And Barrington closes to within 2 again. Jennings, just a sophomore, has a lot of pressure on her shoulders. She gets the serve in. Megan Knightley. Check that, Megan Griffin. And the Mighty Macs have side out. Sarah Niedesball will try and put this game away. Not the play Barrington wanted, but the play's still alive, and right there is how it cost them. Megan Griffin comes right back.
Well, we knew she was going to see, she was going to be fed the ball quite a bit. She's definitely a dependable player. She's very reliable, and as soon as you get that to her, she is up and ready to go. There's no hesitation with her whatsoever.
There's Nancy Peterson on the right, and a timeout on the court. A 3-point game, and this is the deciding game of the 3-game match. Mother McAuley fans love it. They're used to making this trip down here. The car's kind of on autopilot when it comes to Mother McAuley.
That is true. When you talk about Mother McAuley, too, the last time they were here was last year, and they actually lost to Lockport in the Super Sectional 15-7, 15-13, so they really have something to prove tonight.
And if you want to get more details on this game, make sure to log on to www.ihsa.org. That's where you'll find the most up-to-date Illinois high school sports information. The Mighty Macs have the lead and the ball, 12-9, game 3. Freeze. She's been a clutch player. She knocks it down, side out Barrington.
And she got right in between 2 of the top players from Mother McAuley, Megan Knightley and Megan Griffin, the 2 Megans.
Freeze taking her time. Gets the okay from our referee, Peg Campana. Megan Knightley saved. Freeze sets it up. Griffin puts it down. Well, the Mighty Macs have needed her. She's come through.
And she definitely read where Roth was because Roth was straight up in the middle on her face, and she went over to her left.
Karen Traub wondering what she's going to do with Megan Griffin as Megan Knightley prepares to serve. A 3-point game. Barrington desperately needs to stop the Mighty Macs here and get a side out. Barron, and no one's there to get it. The Mighty Macs now just 2 points away from their 12th state championship. Blocked.
And they're saying that Mother McAuley did not touch that. That Sack hit it straight into the net, calling it 4 hits on the side. And Daria looking like she wants a little bit of an explanation on that.
Match point. Championship point. In the hands of Megan Knightley. There it plays out, and there is the championship. There is your championship. Mother McAuley wins game 3, 15-9, and with it, wins his 12th state championship.
You can't take anything away from Barrington. They gave it their all. Nobody thought that they were even going to get past the Downers Grove South team, but they took Mother McAuley through all 3 games.
As they promised, they were here to play. They stretched it to 3 games, but in the end, the Mighty Macs were just too mighty.
They were impressive, and as we had focused on in the very beginning, with Megan Griffin just a dominant figure in the front row with a quick set. It's definitely one of the plays that was very difficult for Barrington to react to.
And it's interesting looking back over the season. Mother McAuley struggled just to get here because they had their hands full with Chicago Heights Marion in the sectionals. They were stretched to 3 games there. They were stretched to 3 games in the super sectional against New Lenox Providence. But when they needed it, they pulled it together and they win it all. 16-14, 15-13, 15-9. And there you have the AA state champions for the year 2000. Welcome back to Redbird Arena, everyone. As you can tell to my left, Mother McAuley has filled another tall order, winning their 12th state championship. On my left, one of the stars of the game, and I emphasize one of the stars of the game, Megan Griffin. Megan, I thought one of the real key points is when it was 12-9 in Game 3. You had been rather silent up to that point, but then you really turned it on.
Well, we just want to win state, that's all.
This is your first. It's been many for Mother McAuley. What does it feel like to have that medal around your neck right now as the first state champion?
It feels great. I have another year of this, and hopefully it'll be again next year.
Megan, just a fantastic season, a fantastic year for Mother McAuley. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nancy Peterson, I thought one of the keys to the game, and it will never show up on the stat sheet, but when you were down 10-3 in Game 2, you came back to tie the game, and it seemed at that point in time the momentum shifted, even though you ended up losing Game 2.
Well, it's always good to get momentum and keep momentum in volleyball, and this team is used to never saying die, especially after the last couple of matches. We had some tough matches in the beginning of the year. We learned from them. We turned it around. They never gave up, and I'm so proud of them. I'm so happy for them.
How much did it serve you having the tough matches throughout the tournament? You had a tough time getting through the super sectionals to even get here.
The super sectional was so exciting. We were just on top of the world when we won that, to be down 14-9 to a really good team, to Providence, and we were happy to win that, and so it was just go from there. I mean, what can you say?
What can you say about your 8th state title as a coach? I think that pretty much says it all. Mother McAuley, a record 12th state title. For Lisa Brody, I'm Darryl Burnett. So long, everybody. From Normal and Redbird Arena. See you next year.